Welcome back to another episode of Road to 20,000 VR. I am back once again, but I'm playing in Worldwides, guys. It's been a while. I've been testing out the regional lobby water, if you want to call it that, but I decided to go back to some Worldwides to see, if anything is different. And so far, I don't think it really is. I am by far the highest rated player in this room. It's not even close. We are playing on one of my favorites, Wee Mushroom Gorge, rocking with Daisy and the Varmint. And now the Varmint actually has the exact same stats as the Pipe Frame. I can see why a lot of people have been using this combo recently. And pair that with the fact that it does have a slightly smaller hitbox, I can see why it would be, more of an optimal combo than the Pipe Frame. I know that's a big reason a lot of players use the Teddy Buggy and other ATVs. It's just because of the, the hip frame, the hitbox. You're less likely to get hit by various items on the track. And I should mention, I'm currently sitting at 18,276 VR, closing in on the coveted 20k. We're gonna get there soon, guys. It is, I don't think it's gonna be very long. Let me know in the comments how many episodes you guys think it will take to get to 20k. I actually got pumped off there, and I'm in the very back. I'll go ahead and ghost now. That player's in the bill. What can we steal? We get triple shrooms. That's good. Still lots of time to make a comeback here. Of course, we're in the very back, however. We get the bill. I think the best course of action is to chain these mushrooms, hold the bill, and then use the bill right before the mushroom section, and see if that will take me to the very end. The blue is out. We're in last. We have the golden in the pocket. What's going to happen here? Unfortunately, it drops me off in possibly the worst spot because I was unable to take the gap cut. I can still salvage a 6th. So overall, a pretty neutral race, and I'm going to lose 6 VR. Alright, so I have joined a new lobby, playing on Big Blue here. This time there is one other player with 18k, but it's pretty much the same as the last race where everyone else is around 10, 11, or 12k. And just some, reflection from that last race. I think the bullet bill is not a very good pull for lap through Mushroom Gorge. I think next time I'll use it a lot sooner so that it will end much before the gap cut, and then I can effectively, do the gap cut. Because basically what happened in that race was I got dropped off a little bit too late. I used the bullet bill earlier than I normally would have. And I just wasn't, in a good spot. I didn't have good alignment for the gap cut. So I ended up not gaining any positions there at the very end. But we move on. Of course, it's always good if you can learn a thing or two, about your race to try to improve for the next time. We're in Big Blue. Go ahead and use these mushrooms for the blooper. Get up to 10 coins. Take the little shortcut. The blue is out. Maybe. Where is the blue? I do not see it. Okay, there it finally is. That took forever. It kind of got stuck on the map on my screen. And it's going to finally hit. It's going to take out both of those players. And all of a sudden, just like that, I'm in first here. I have the triple shrooms. I'm in a very good spot. Not much of a lead, though. Now the question is, do I, use the shrooms to get ahead? Do I save them? I think I'll use one here and use another one maybe coming up here on the ending shortcut. That was a super bad line on my part there. And actually, I'll use both of them for the shortcuts here. The blue is out. Is it going to reach me in time? I took a gamble there. It will just not reach me in time. Wow, we get hit on the line. A huge gamble. It paid off. We get the first. Wow, what a play. And let's see what our VR gains will be. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer for the rest of the racers to finish. But we're going to gain a plus 19. And we're back. GBA Sky Garden. I stayed in the same lobby just because of the track selection. We had Mushroom Gorge and this track to choose from. I think if we get a bad track selection following this race, I'll go ahead and just try to join a new lobby again. Do a little bit of lobby surfing, if you will. Try to get some high-rated players. And if I can't, I might just end up going back to regionals again, guys, because in general, I feel like I'm taking on a ton of additional risk for really no reward playing in these worldwide rooms, because the players are just simply a lot better than in regionals. But they have around the same VR, so I end up, having to fight a lot harder for a first. And as you guys saw in that last race, I don't really get much to show for it. That was a plus 19 for a first, which is pretty brutal in my mind. So that is, I guess, my mindset, my thought process there. And wow, there's so many bombs. I have a bomb. This Rosalina has a bomb. I throw it. That exploded in the air. Did I hit something in the air? I'm not really sure. It only looked like it hit me there. I don't know what's going on. We're getting taken out like crazy. Go ahead and take the shortcut. The pack is super tight here, though. Everyone is trailing each other. And wow, we get perfectly banana sniped there. We're gonna get red shelled. What is even happening this race? I feel like I'm just getting, you know, I have a magnet on me or something with all of these items. I just cannot seem to avoid anything. But, you know, it looks like everyone else is kind of going through the same thing because the pack is super close here. I'm going to slow down. We're going to get red shelled again. My item roulette is taking forever. We get the red shell single mushroom in 10th. And I get shocked. It didn't matter. What are these item pulls? What are these items that are hitting me? That player gets hit by a ground item. We get the star triple mushrooms here. I'll be able to pass maybe like 1 or 2 players. Maybe I can do the glide vector here. I will secure a 5th. So I passed 3 players on that last section. And I will probably lose some VR, I'm assuming here. We get a -1. So I have some great news, everybody. I tried worldwides for a bit, lobby surfed, couldn't find a good lobby, switched over to regionals. The second regional lobby I have found, we're playing MC3, and there's 3 players with 20k or above, and there's 3 more players with 30,000 or above. So we are in for a treat here, hopefully, with some good VR gains. Like, I am the 7th highest rated player in the room, which I have not said that in a very long time. And not only that, but there's also another player with 18,000 VR, just slightly below where I'm at. So this is a pretty stacked lobby. And we're playing on a great track. You know, what could go wrong? Even if I get a bad spot, I have a good feeling about this race. Now the question is, when do I use my invincibility? I have the boo in the pocket. I have the star. If the shock happens now, I'm not really worried. You know, that's kind of my philosophy, is that a lap 2 shock isn't a terrible thing, which is why I prefer to hold items. You know, if you don't dodge, that is. Whereas if you don't dodge on lap 3, that could mean a bad thing. And wow, that was so perfectly timed. The fire came out. We avoided the fire at the very last second. And I'm going to have to use this boo because of the red shell. Wow, that just went into nothing in the wall as well. What just happened? We steal the coin. We're in first. Can we get the first place shock dodge? We have the mushroom at the very least in the pocket, because I was in second when I hit that box, just barely. It looks like we're gonna get the coin in the pocket here. Can save this mushroom. Yeah, I think it's worth holding on to the mushroom. Never mind, it gets stolen. As soon as I said that, I have no protection now. I should have just went for the shortcut there. And I cannot see a thing. Hopefully there's no road hazards. And I guess there's not gonna be anything bad. No late shock. Nothing really happened that race. There's a super weird MC3. We end up just finishing in first fairly easily. The blue shell finally came. It was way too late for me. And there's the shock as well, again, super late. And we're gonna gain plus 29. Love to see it. All right, next race, Snowland, feeling good. Looks like we didn't lose anyone. Again, I'm just hoping that this lobby will stay together, you know, for the rest of the episode. Anytime I've ever found a lobby like this in this series, everyone leaves out after a race or two. You know, these higher VR players, as soon as they see someone in my range taking all their VR, they definitely get out of there quickly, preserve their VR. I'm gonna try my best, you know, to keep winning, and again, hope that they do not leave me stranded. And that's a pretty good pull to have. I'm gonna hold on to these items for now, get some coins here. We're in last. It doesn't matter. It's Snowland. We have lots of time to catch up. Another great bagging track. And I just need one more coin to get up to 10. This player is trailing a banana in 11th. What a menace. Why do they even have their banana still? And I'll go for the shortcut this lap. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use my star. Go for the shortcut here. Hopefully get another good item in a low-ish position. Go ahead and star that player. Can I star that player? I missed them, but they actually threw the red anyways. That was the only reason I was going to even go for the star there, so I can get rid of their shell, and I wouldn't get red shelled. I guess I'm going to get red shelled here, though, regardless. So all I can do is tank the hit, recover with my shroom, keep pushing forward. And wow, that green shell, I almost got nailed there. Star behind me, 2 stars behind me. Gotta watch out for both of those. We have a little bit of space though, thankfully. Go ahead and take the shortcut again here. Looks like these 2 other players did. That player has the boomerang. I'm gonna go super wide. Oh no, we're gonna get redded again. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and back the green, get another double. What can we get? We get some good protection, but it is stuck behind my mushroom here. So what I'll do is go ahead and use it now. I guess no one's going to take the cut there. Can we snipe that player? We can't. They didn't pass me anyways. I'll hold on to my third. Very hectic race. We still secure a top spot and we gain 21. So I never noticed, but in addition to all these 20k and 30k players, in that last race we actually had a 72,000 rated player join and no one left, which is a big surprise. You know, typically you have at least a couple people leave. We have yet again a full lobby, 7 players with more VR than me, which is super weird, you know, considering how high my VR is nowadays. And we are on Melody Motorway here. Just kidding, it is Music Park, depending on who you ask. And that was a super bad line on my part. We're gonna keep up with the pack here, try not to get trailed, try to go for some more, you know, good VR gains. I'm not even gonna go for the item that time. Okay, we get out our triple greens. I'll take this corner a little bit wide and then cut him for the shortcut. We can pass that player in the meantime. Get some snaking going on here. And we're back in second, just in time for the blue shell. We need some more coins here, but we are in a good position now. Quadruple protection. Don't want to accidentally crack any of the shells in that player, because it wouldn't have affected them, you know, with the iframes they would have had from the blue shell. Always good to save your protection. And yeah, we're in a good spot, guys. You know, what's going to go wrong? Of course, the shock, another blue shell, a super horn, taking out all my protection, but somehow not affecting me in any way. That was super weird. I don't think I've ever actually seen that, where you're completely immune to the super horn. Or rather, the super horn doesn't hit you, but takes out all your protection. I was definitely not immune in that case. And I think I want to hold on to these items for now. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go ahead and throw the red shell at me. I can back my bomb. And of course, they get the second red shell. It was inevitable. Not much I can do. You know, if I chained at that last set, I was probably just going to get another coin anyways. But they're going to get red shelled. I guess they had some protection, actually. But they shouldn't have anything, you know, at the moment to hit me with. I'll go ahead and get the double here, just barely. They're going to get a nice trail there and pass me. I get a slow bounce on that mushroom pad. And oh no, I actually failed. I missed the glider there. I'll go ahead and go for the double. Oh, they steal it. They come into nowhere and take it from me. And I don't know what just happened there, bumping me like crazy. I'm able to hit the boost pad though. And I will just barely secure the first. Wow, that came down to the wire. They got the draft, they bumped me, they stole my item box. It wasn't enough, and we get the plus 31. All right, we are back. Bow and Dry Dunes. A couple players left. I'm not really sure what their VR was. I didn't get a chance to see in between those races. Hopefully it wasn't any of the super highly rated players. Of course, that would not surprise me. You know, anytime I've been able to get a good lobby like this one, they do not last because these players just love to leave as soon as they lose a couple races. You know, trying to protect their precious VR. And I can go ahead and just fly off the edge of the map. Apparently that was not the line I was intending for. So we are in the back of this one, got trailed earlier. I'm definitely not good at this map, but funny enough, I said not too long ago how I never play this track. And then here we are playing this track in like every other video. Just like Twisted Mansion in the last video as well, I believe. So I've pretty much just been jinxing myself left and right. Can take the shortcut. Unfortunately, I had to use my second shroom there because I was a little bit wide on my line. But we are out here with the pack. Boomerangs like crazy. Someone's gonna get trailed. Okay, it wasn't me. The red shell isn't gonna go for me either somehow. No, this pack is so tight right now. This is insane. Okay, we end up trailing that player finally. We get red shelled too, unfortunately. Go ahead and recover with the mushroom. We're back in 6th into 5th. First gets taken out too. I don't even know what's happening right now. There's just so much chaos. Oh, we get fired off the edge. That took forever to land. At least Lakitu was somewhat fast. Oh no, I trailed that player behind me. Someone else got hit off, landed on top of me, and I end up trailing them as soon as they spawn. So I guess I could have had it worse there, guys. Like, I got hidden or taken out, hidden off the edge, but that player did as well, and then I trailed them. That is just too funny. What can we get? We get the star here. Can I see what they have? I'll just use it now. This should take me into the next set. I should be able to get another good set of power items. Watch out for that banana. Never mind. It was in a great spot. I had to go a little bit around it. We get triple mushrooms. I have no coins, I just realized, so I feel super sluggish right now. Go ahead and chain for the double. What can we get? Something good. We get the fire flower. Definitely not what I was looking for. We can take out that player. They had a mushroom to recover though. But I can go ahead and take the shortcut here. Wow, we get taken out in the shortcut, of course. We're gonna lose only one spot for that and finish in 7th. So overall, not a great race, and we're gonna lose 7 VR. It looks like about half of the higher rated VR players left in either the last race or in between, you know, the last race and this race. I'm gonna stick in this lobby just because there is still a lot of potential for good VR games. You know, probably just as much, if not more, than a normal room, even though we only have 10 players here. So hopefully I can get back to a podium spot in this next race and get some good VR gains. Overall, I'm pretty sure we're up, you know, quite a bit over the session, the duration of the session here. We're still looking, you know, to get some more good top finishes. Can we bank this green shell and hit no one apparently? Gotta watch it for that green shell. Guess that player got trailed. What can we get here? I'm gonna go for the snipe. Oh, we're actually gonna be the ones getting sniped. So I'll go ahead and see if I can snipe them back with the greens. I'm gonna go wide here just for these coins because I don't think I really have any right now. We are once again fighting. We're getting super horned as well. That player has the shock too. Are they gonna use it? Can we get a dodge? Wow, we can't get a dodge. We're in last. We only get the triple shrooms, and I think they're gonna use it on the next set. So if I can actually use my shrooms, get ahead of them, and then spam my item at the next set, maybe I can actually dodge. And wow, I was almost able to, but I got the star in the pocket. I completely read that player, wow. But I did not have the star out front. I spammed it, I just couldn't use it in time. But a heads up play though, we were so close to just basically, you know, speaking the shock dodge into existence there. Fortunately for us though, I don't think anyone in the whole lobby dodged. So I'm actually in a very good spot now. You know, in the pack is super tight. We're all right here. The blue shell is out. Yeah, first was just right there getting hit as well. So yeah, it's really anyone's game. This is going to be super close. Can we get the snipe? I missed that one. I missed the other one as well. Gotta watch out for this player backing the green. And oh no, there's actually more fire. We had our double stolen. We almost get comboed. Thankfully, I pulled the triple greens there. And oh, we get backed on the glider. It went right through my protection there. And actually break my last green on that player. I think that was a player who backed me actually. And we're actually going to trail them there. That is some good revenge for last race. They're the player that also got me with the red in the shortcut. And it looks like another race where I just could not catch a break, could not catch up. You know, I tried my hardest, but I was just not able to. We're going to get bombed at the very end. And we're going to finish in 7th once again. And we're going to lose 7 VR. All right, Mount Wario, next race, looking to bounce back. Had a pretty good session. Had a couple middle spots early on, a couple 7th places back to back here in this lobby. So maybe things will change for me. You know, I just basically have been stuck in the pack, cannot seem to break away. Even though I've been trying my hardest, as you guys saw in that last race, I successfully predicted the shock. I just did not get the item I needed in time. And we end up just, you know, getting hit a couple times here and there. Never really comboed all too much, but basically never able to catch up either. And wow, we almost got the green snipe. That was extremely close. I actually meant to throw that green backwards, so it's funny how that almost worked out for us. And we're going to be able to pass this player, maybe, maybe not. Looks like we're not going to be able to. I can red them off though. And go ahead and pull into first, but we're going to get red shelled right away, so maybe that was not the right play. I'm going to wait here, make sure I get the double. Get some protection. We get the fire in the pocket here. Got the banana out front. Go ahead and try to get these boost panels. That was a bit of a fail. Completely missed that one. That player just hits the wall for some reason. I'm going to go ahead and back. And oh no, I threw it forward. I don't know why that didn't go backwards for me. I don't know what's going on with my controller, guys. I've had a lot of controller issues in the past, you guys have probably seen. And I think I finally decided that I am going to get a new controller here. But maybe that wasn't me. Is always the controller on the wrong way drift. I don't think that was me on the item spam though. Anyways, let's move on. Let's see what I can get for some good items here. That player, I think, was trying to slow down for the double. I don't know what they're doing. We get yet another star here. So maybe these items can help me, you know, catch up to the pack. Go ahead and mushroom up here. And we're all the way up into 5th. I'll get another double. What else can we get? We get even more shrooms. I'm really worried about that green shell. Okay, it finally cracks, thankfully. The blue is out. And I'm going to go ahead and get redded, apparently. Triple redded. We can go ahead and recover. Gotta watch out for the blue. The super horn. Wait, that player just super horned the blue shell in 5th. And wow, we're gonna get redded again. I just could not, once again, 3 races in a row here. I just could not get the items I needed. Only shrooms at the end, redded like crazy. And we're gonna get a -10. All right, Daisy Cruiser. Will this be the race where it finally turns around for me? I feel like I'm about even for the session, maybe a little bit up still, because I was able to get a nice +29 earlier for a first. And overall, I really haven't, you know, lost too much VR in this room. Thankfully, these players are high rated. So instead of me getting, you know, a -5 for a 5th, I get like a -10 or 12 for a 7th, which is definitely a lot better. You know, in my mind, if you come bottom 6, then it is definitely well deserved that you can lose some VR. Whereas when I'm coming in like 5th place or 4th place and not gaining any VR or getting +0, then that is of course just super frustrating. Wow, everyone takes each other out with the bomb. Thankfully, I had the ghost. I'm just gonna go right through the blast. And once again, I forgot to check, you know, who was still in the room, who was not. I think overall the room is still very high VR-wise, you know, on average. There's a bunch of players in the high teens, if anything. I'll go ahead and chain some of these items. I missed the last one. Go ahead and trap the last banana there, see if we can get anyone. It looks like I was able to get the player directly behind me there. And first and second are pretty well gone, it looks like. There's a bullet. I have the shroom in the pocket. Actually, never mind. They're taking each other. At least that player got hit. I'll go ahead and throw the red shell, take that player out once again. And now it's just the black Yoshi way ahead. That means I should be able to get a good item pull here, hopefully. Okay, we do not. We get a single green. Hopefully no one behind me pulls any, you know, triple red shells or anything like that. I'll go ahead and back that. I think I actually missed the entryway there. What else can we get? We get the double reds. And you know, I'm gonna not go for it. I was gonna go for it there, but someone else redded me. And wow, the first one actually connected. So I could have been able to take them out, but I'll still secure a 2nd place regardless. So I can definitely not complain about that, you know, after the races I've been having. But I could have gotten the first if I was able to double red them. Fortunately, that was not the case, and we get a +21. All right, SNES Rainbow Road for this next race, and I was checking my VR gains for the episode so far, and guys, I really have nothing to worry about. You know, I was thinking I was, you know, encroaching on maybe, you know, just a 0 overall gain, breaking even, but I'm actually up around 90 right now for the episode, so I really had nothing to worry about. And wow, what a play. I barely survived that corner. I thought I was going off the edge for sure. I'm actually gonna go wide for the double. I'm gonna get redded anyways though, so was that really worth it? I guess now I have a mushroom in the pocket in first instead of a coin if I went for the single. So I think it was. That player was gonna mushroom up. Still a little bit of a lead. And never mind. It is gone. The shock is out. And does that player have an item? I think they do. I think they got shocked before the box. I don't really know what it is. It looks like a shell of some kind. Maybe they don't have an item at all, and they're gonna bump me actually. I was gonna go for the double. They bump me off. What can we get? We get the red shell. I'll go ahead and just throw it at them here. Really no reason not to. Get back into first, get another double, get up to 10 coins. And we have a little bit of a lead, not much of a lead. And wow, a ground mushroom, what a blessing for us. Get a little bit more of a lead here, and I'm just gonna hold on to this. I don't want the Boo to come steal my banana, because I'm gonna end up with a coin in the pocket if I chain at that set. So I always like to hold the coin, you know, if I have the coin in the front when I'm in first. And it looks like, okay, I thought that was a red coming for me. That's a star actually. And I'm gonna go ahead and back my bomb. It's gonna hit them as soon as their star runs out. Wow, that was perfectly timed. Super lucky on my end that I was able to chain that just at the perfect moment. And I'll go ahead and secure the first here. Wow, what a front run, what a lead. Just what we needed back into first. It's been quite a few races of struggling, of suffering, getting middle spots. And let's see, we're gonna gain 28 VR. All right, what a fitting way to end the video. The last race, the same track we started the episode on, Mushroom Gorge. As you guys know, one of my favorites. And I'm gonna try to employ the strategy, you know, learning from my mistakes from the first race, where I used the bullet bill, you know, in the cave. Didn't really set me up for a good ending. You know, you always want to be able to take the gap cut on this track. So that is exactly my strategy. If I get the bullet, I'm just going to spam it this time around. And I'm going to hope that I can get, you know, some mushrooms, a golden, something good to take me across the finish line here. I'll get better alignment for the shortcut here. I'm getting better at the super bounces, guys. Unfortunately, I'm still not very consistent with the ending cut. That player is generous enough to donate a coin to me. But we're right here with the pack. Funny enough, I failed the gap cut. I still passed some players in the meantime. I think that's always the case, because the respawn is still not too bad, especially if you have something like a mushroom to recover. Looks like I missed the ending trick there. I kind of want to use this star. I feel like I'm going to get taken out by this bullet or something, so I'll go ahead and use it now. Hopefully I can get another item here. We get bumped. I'll actually go really wide there. A little bit of a scuffed super bounce, super scuffed super bounce. What? These lines are crazy. I'm just off the track into the corner there. Actually never gone that far inside where that happens. This player's trying to star me. I'll go ahead and just go super wide. And once again, we are in like the very back of the pack going into the last lap. I'm going to go ahead and start my golden. Never mind. It looks like it did not matter because the shock is out. We get a nice ground shroom to recover. What can we get? Get some more shrooms. Wow, we get taken out by the bullet as soon as I use the first one. Again, my lines are super scuffed. Hopefully I don't get hit by this other one. I'm gonna have to start my golden timer because that was just such a scuffed ending. Okay, we can go ahead and use it again. Go for the fast method. We can cut it just barely across the finish line. We finish in 6th, the same way we started, and we get a -1. What a race. And that will do it for today's episode of Road to 20k VR. We started the episode with 18,276 VR, and we finished the episode with 18,393 VR. That is a gain of 117. Overall, a very successful session. I finally got what I was looking for, a very high VR room, and the races were no joke either. You guys saw me get a couple middle spots, a couple bad races, but I was able to turn around in the end. Of course, the finishing race, I definitely threw a little bit myself, getting another 6th place, the second one of the video on Mushroom Gorge. That's kind of what I've been looking for, guys. You know, these higher VR rooms, a little bit more competition, have to go, you know, a little bit harder to get the victories, get the first place. And overall, in my mind, it just makes better content for you guys to enjoy. As always, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.